All right. Good afternoon, evening. It's Monday, October 13. This is a response from Friday thing from Friday, October 10, this past Friday. So, a couple questions about different clay behaving differently. I think mostly between the new clay and the reclaimed clay that we're using. And then someone else commented on with a question, why did throwing people get to use the new clay? And yeah, there is a difference, right? We've experienced, it's called short. When the clay gets short, it just breaks easily. It doesn't have a lot of the finer particles, this is my understanding, it doesn't have a lot of the finer particles that make it really plastic. And we go through a lot of clay in the studio, and we go through it pretty quick. Like we reclaim it, give it back to you, you practice stuff with it. So it's not the best clay to work with for sure, but again, my understanding is that we would have to let the reclaim, and then we'd have to let it sit for a few months even, and then it kind of goes back into a better workable state. And then throwing is just so hard to begin with to get it centered, and I think it all happens easier with the fresh clay, with the like out of the bag clay, and so we save that for throwing. So there's those things. Let's see. Someone commented on using slower movements when incising, which I think is great. I think pretty much everything we can slow down and take our time with it, and and focus on it too. You'll get stronger results. Are we ever going to do a floral making project? I have a Ceramics 2+ student who's doing a series of flowers now, so we can take a look at those. I don't have anything specific, but sure, make some flowers if you want. We'll try out a couple different ways to do it. There's lots of resources. Someone said we should make mini Christmas trees in December. No. If we start in December, it's going to be too late. If you want to make a Christmas tree, you have the option of doing that. You can do it in like November, and then it'll be ready for December. Let's see, floral making. No, I don't know Titanfall 2. I don't know Titanfall 1 or even Titanfall. Ooh, not sure. We did a raku firing last week, Tuesday, open studio or after school studio. Weather depending, I think it's supposed to clear up by tomorrow. You got a nice rain coming down right now, but I think it might be clear tomorrow. If we're up for that, we could do another raku firing. It's a lot of fun. Let's see, lidded jars. I've got this book that someone donated to us. It's called Cushing's Handbook. So Val Cushing was a professor at Alfred University in New York State, and he was a professor of ceramic arts, and really well known, have a really strong and well-known program. So I've got some tricks that he'd given handouts to his students and compiled them in a book after 30 years or so of teaching. What else? Why not just one layer of glaze? Why do you have to multiple layers of glaze? It's chemistry. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that, but maybe that's worth looking into more. All right, it's coil, not coral. Someone keeps saying coral. That lives in the ocean. How often do I water the plants? I try to every week, if they need it every week, but sometimes they get a little neglected. It's good to hug it out if you've had a disagreement. Someone commented on that. Thank you for that. Most proud, what's the most proud of something that I've made? I don't know. Not too much, but I've got a series of these. I kind of like this right now. This one's a little bit more finished. I'm thinking wall hangings. And wait, there's There's this one. That's kind of an interesting, and these little spikes are kind of nice. So I'm liking these right now. I've also got some vases that that you've seen maybe in the studio. I'm kind of playing with stuff like that too. Brittany needs some ideas on what to do next. This coming week, then tomorrow we'll start glazing. We'll do some glazing notes and get your pumpkins. Get those going. So I hope you had a good week, extra long weekend, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow and do some glazing and try those out. Make some mistakes with that. Also, don't be bored. Be curious.